What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Portal Blind. In the last episode, we were making our way through this, this facility. There's been a lot to it. It's a pretty big place, and in this episode, we're gonna keep on going. I really don't know how much more there is to it, but wow. Also, this is the first time I'm actually like playing this game or recording in general with my newer headphones on, so it's a totally different experience. And alright, I guess we're making some progress because we're into a new loading zone. That works for me. Thank you so much to those of you that have commented recently, providing some tips and stuff. I think I activated the subtitles. I should have, if I haven't. Let's see. Can we fire? This wall looks like we can. Nice. So up we go, and whoa. What is this? That sound effect though. And we like slide in it. Huh. Well, that's interesting. My Resident Evil senses are tingling. There's some sort of like monster that's gonna pop up out of it, but regardless, let's grab our radio friend. If we're gonna be going through here, might as well have some nice music to accompany us. But it doesn't look like we can do anything with those vents, right? I guess we can head up, maybe. Oh, all right. Well, radio. I can't leave the radio behind. Come on. All right, we got it. Whoa, what's going on up here? Huh? Huh? Music? Music? What? What? Music, please! Something menacing is going on right now. Look at all of these lasers! Look at all of them! Alright, radio, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need to leave you there for now. There is a lot going on here. So what we're gonna do is really quickly knock you over. Looks like we're relatively safe in here. Holy cow, that's a lot of enemies. Where do we want to go next? Maybe there? Go in here and knock this guy over. Oh, and one of you guys actually said you can pick these up. That's so funny, first of all. But I didn't even realize that you could do that. I've just been, relying on knocking them over. Is there one over there? Is that going into the place or out of it? Well, we can find out. Well, there's one. Knock you over. Wow. I don't hate you. Well, happy to hear that. Let's see, where do we want to go next? Let's try and snipe up here. Oof, clean shot. Man, that area down there was crazy. There was a lot going on. All the lasers and all the potential bullets flying around and everything. Oh, don't turn this way. And I think is that the last one? No, there's one there. Definitely don't want to forget about that one. Seems to have a very pervasive range. Yeah, and you can't say stuff like, I don't blame you, when we just, like, attacked you. And I think that's the last one. I think. Oh, alright, I lied. Apparently we've still got one more to deal with up there. And attack from behind. Or, seems we haven't pushed it over effectively. Can we throw it over? Throw it over the ledge! I don't know when this game became like Metal Gear with all of the stealth involved, but so we're pretty high up, and I see an angled platform, more or less, and that indicates to me we've got some momentum shenanigans to deal with. And thanks to those of you that commented, I realized I actually say momentum shenanigans quite a bit. Let's give this a go. And oh, hello there. Aw, man, we just missed it. So the idea is I got to go up there and then obviously fire a portal onto there, fall back into this portal, and everything will be fine and dandy. For the time being, though, we got to go back here. Alright, let's try moving the portal a little bit. Maybe like that. Cool, let's give it a go. And portal. And, whoa, where am I going? Oh. Looks like I'm safe. It's always when I'm just like flying around in the air and my orientation is being spun all over the place and I just don't know what's going on that I get so confused and I don't even really know exactly what to do. How about no? How am I supposed to get past these guys? Whoa, yikes. Doesn't look like I can do that. The far walls. Let's check the ground. Okay, the ground should be good. This is something I haven't done before, but let's give this a go. It's just like floating around between the portals I've created. That's great. Well, I guess that's one way to get the job done, right? So, actually I'm going to put a portal over there so I don't trip into it. Looks like I'm going to have to fling myself up through here. Potentially shoot another portal to fall back up from, if that makes sense. Alright, so where do we want to place it? Let's go with right like there. And continue the momentum shenanigans. Probably not through there because that could mess things up. Should I fail? And we're good. Don't even need to shoot another portal. Whoa. Oh, those are the things that dropped the shooting pods. So with that we can probably head up there. Let me check out what's going on back here first though. No, nothing I guess. Alright, well, up we go. That's so fun, just like shooting a portal underneath yourself. Wow. Look at this place. It's so expansive. How big is Aperture? There's so much going on and uh-oh. I feel like this is the door to like a boss area or something like that. We got some like tranquil bridge leading us to this one door. It's got all these cautions and danger signs and everything. Very on edge. Anything down that way? And this isn't a horror game, but oh, what do we got? What are we talking about? Defense Logistics Agency solicits, dollar and cents competing with Black Mesa for DoD and government-wide acquisition contracts. So Black Mesa, I haven't played the Half-Life games, but I'm pretty sure that's a reference to the Half-Life games, which makes sense given this is produced by Valve. What is Black Mesa? 2.59% of all DoD contracts, $10 billion in federal dollars annually, 12% from full and open competition, 88% from no bids or excluded sources bids, not bound by government performance or results. Whoa. Would you look at that? Aperture is trying to get a lot of money, but it's getting hardly as much as Black Mesa, despite applying for so much more. Tisk. We gotta fund our scientists. We gotta fund research, not war, right? Overpaid given limited skill set / ambition. Inhibits ice. Design inhibits ice, nothing more. Aperture proposal, less expensive, bonus. Yeah, so I guess Aperture is competing with Black Mesa / the military to try and, I don't know, do something, but the funding is heavily in favor of the military, which is a real shame. It's a real problem encountered in our world, especially nowadays, at least in the US. It's unfortunate science doesn't get the funding it deserves. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Whoa. What is this music? It's so menacing. And we got one of these doors and oh my. Is that That looks like GLaDOS, right? I'm pretty sure that's what we saw in that one blueprint, I think on a clipboard or on a wall in an office somewhere. Oh man, this feels like final boss territory, guys. Look at the TV thing. It's showing flashing all these images. What are they? Did I see a cake in there? I think so. Yikes. Well, I guess here goes nothing.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart.
Aww.
Settle for that, and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to.
This feels like the genocide run.
Now I have a surprise for you.
Huh?
Deploying
Uh-oh.
surprise in 5, 4.
The surprise.
Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before.
It's not the surprise I've never seen it
It's
before.
a mystery I'll solve later. By myself.
Huh? What is?
Because you'll be dead.
What is this?
I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make it even worse.
The reverse psychology attempts. I love
Are
it.
you taking that thing?
Is that? Oh, that's an incinerator.
I don't want to tell you your business, but if it were me, I'd leave that thing alone.
GLaDOS' commentary is excellent. So, looks like we gotta head over here.
Trick you with reverse psychology? I mean,
Seriously now. Alright, so it looks like there's a switch in here.
Okay, fine. Do touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me.
Oh, you...
Let's be honest.
You'd think that by the time I got to, like, the final boss, right?
In the corner, and
I would know that I can just use portals to speed up this process regardless. That's really funny.
that thing is probably some kind of raw sewage container. Go ahead and rub your face all over it.
Alright, so... Yikes.
You're kidding me. Did you just set that aperture science thing? We don't know what it
Aperture
does.
science thing, we don't know what it does.
Science emergency
Huh?
intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing.
Emergency intelligence incinerator?
Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the
Yikes.
enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop
What?
flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin.
Why did you flood the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin?
Toxin
Huh?
images.
No. Hold on. I see a timer, and I see this neurotoxin.
Jeez, I can't shut off the turret.
Turret defenses.
Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket.
So we gotta stop these neurotoxins.
Toxin.
And what was this about emergency intelligence incinerator? It's like they were trying to develop an AI, or are we even really human?
Advice aren't
Let's see if we can break these tubes.
the rocket
It doesn't seem
is
so.
the way to go.
Oh, you know what?
That thing you burned up isn't important to me.
Let's,
It's the food
how high up are you, GLaDOS?
for orphans.
Let's try about here. Move over a little bit this way.
This is a grave.
Is that gonna work? Oh, it actually worked! Oh, and what is that?
The difference between us is that I can feel pain.
You can feel pain. Hold up a second. I think I'm the human here. Maybe. If the incinerator's for, you know, potential intelligence, was that for robots or AIs?
What is that? Did you hear me?
Huh?
You don't care. Are you listening?
Is this like, it's like curiosity component or something? I don't know. It's kind of cute.
That's it.
Ew, what's wrong with your legs? Are you coming back?
Now, there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more killing.
Yikes. So intimidating. But yeah, or are we something that can develop intelligence that's not human?
In base 4.
2 plus 2 is 10, and then it's like, you thought I was broken. Just kidding, that's actually in base 4. That's really funny. My math side appreciates that.
I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I just like to point out
Hey, land another hit.
there was even going
Huh?
to be a party for you.
Oh, there's all the way up there.
That all your friends were invited.
A big party?
I invited your best friend, the companion cube.
Even the companion cube.
He couldn't come because you murdered him.
Oh,
Your other
Rip. That guilt trip, though.
You don't have any other friends because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable. Liked by no one. The bitter, unlikable loner whose passing shall not be mourned.
Yikes. That's a harsh.
That's exactly what it says.
Very formal. Very official. Shall not be mourned. What is this talking about? Coconut pecan frosting? 3/4 cup vegetable oil? 4 large eggs? It's baking ingredients for a cake.
Guess what? I know.
Oh, really? You know about what happens after death?
Stand before I finish explaining it, though, so I won't bother.
Gotcha.
Here's a hint. You're gonna want to pack as much living as you can into the next couple of minutes.
So intimidating, GLaDOS.
That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic.
I'm sorry, cake.
It makes shoes for orphans.
Cake baking aspect of GLaDOS.
Neurotoxin. So dead.
Why are you choking? Why are you coughing? I was gonna say, you really shouldn't be,
Neurotoxin. The deadly was in massive sarcasm quote. I could take a bath in this stuff, put it in cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
GLaDOS's commentary is wonderful. Also, huh?
Who's gonna make the cake when I'm gone?
Who's gonna make the cake when you're gone? Aw. But was there even really a cake, though? Was there even really a cake, GLaDOS? I mean, the fact that there was like a core of GLaDOS dedicated to it.
Survival. Well then, the last thing you want to
What
do
do I
is
do
hurt
for
me.
this one?
I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible.
Wait, you have my brain scanned and backed up? I feel like
I
can't really jump. I can't fall far enough
That's you. That's how dumb you sound.
to hit it. Wait. I guess I can try and grab it out of the air?
Where did your life go so wrong? Are you
Well,
trying to escape?
Give it a go, I guess.
Things have changed since the last time you left the building. What's going on up there will make you wish you were back in here.
Huh.
You have an infinite capacity for knowledge, and even I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I
What's
know
going on
is
outside?
that instinct
We talking post-apocalypse or what?
I was.
Let's see, we gotta aim a little bit lower, I think.
And some supercomputer parts in a big hurry. This place isn't going to be safe much longer. Good job on that, by the way. Sarcasm
Wait,
seems
did I-
complete.
Oh.
Stop squirming and die like an adult, or I'm going to delete your backup.
So we were just able to knock it out of the air, I guess.
Okay, enough. I didn't
Also, what's this talk about the outside world? And what is... Huh?
The part of you that could have survived indefinitely is gone. I just
What? Is this like primitive instinct or something?
mathematical error.
What is that?
Mathematical error.
My life is a mathematical error.
Correct.
Is that like the development of intelligence from something that, well, didn't have it in the start? Is that what I am? Am I actually not even really human?
It makes
I don't
you
know.
orphans.
I don't know, there's so many questions! Do we do it, guys? Woo! do we do it?
It's murder. What did I ever do to you?
I mean, for all intents and purposes, you tried to incinerate me. I think we did it, guys. Wow, so many cool parts, and well, that's a lot of machinery. Wow. What? Hold on. Hold on, I don't remember destroying gravity. What? What? Why are we floating? What happened? We're outside? Looks like something GLaDOS. Obviously the place has seen better days. Huh?
Thank you for assuming the party escort submission position.
What? What did he say? Thank you for submitting the party and something submission position? What? There are robots outside the facility too? Hold on a second, where are we going now? Where are we going back in Aperture? We're going, oh man, we're going like in the depths. What is going on? Did I hear that music too from my little radio friend? Why are we in the basement? Is this really a horror game? What is going on? What is that light in the middle? It's a birthday cake. It's a cake. Wow, there was a cake. And oh, looks like there's one of those guys left. Oh, a few guys left. Oh, a lot of those guys left, it seems. Is that our companion cube? It is. And out goes the flame, it seems. Now, what is this? Test assessment report. Is it going to be some like log of how well we did on the puzzles, or?
This was a triumph.
What?
I'm making a note here. Huge success.
Is this a song?
It's hard to overstate
These are the credits.
satisfaction.
Is this GLaDOS singing to us?
Temperature science.
What?
We do what we must because we can.
We do what we must because we can. Okay, talking about some sort of benevolence, I guess.
Except the ones who are dead.
Except the ones who are dead.
Flying over everything. Just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And then
Until you run out of cake, as if that's your limiting factor. And the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. This is so funny. Is this GLaDOS? Is this like the core GLaDOS? Is this original GLaDOS before something went wrong with its AI? Dear us. I'm not even angry. Aw. And killed me. Yeah, sorry about that time I, killed you. And tore you to pieces. No need to remind. If only being so happy could hurt. Now these points of data make a beautiful line. This is so funny. Out of beta, releasing on time, and glad. Oh. Huh. Glad. Does GLaDOS stand for like Glad OS, as in like operating system, maybe? Go ahead and leave me. Oh, is this gonna be a comment on the world outside? Was GLaDOS actually trying to help us, or did it just go wrong? Maybe Black Mesa? Half-Life 3 confirmed? That's really funny. Oh, look at the cake on the lower right. That's great. So based on just this personality here, it seems like GLaDOS was originally a science assistant AI. You're just glad you're not me. Yikes. Experiments to run on the people who are still alive. Interesting. Does that mean we were, as one of the people that it was doing experiments on, are we a person? And oh, don't worry, GLaDOS, we got you. You're still alive. This is almost creepy. Okay, we got it. We got it. GLaDOS is still living, apparently. Thank you for participating. And, oh. Looks like we got a nice little main menu now with our cake and our radio friend and the music. And, wow, what an ending. They really, really packed a lot in there at the end. So, I can see GLaDOS still being alive, given what we essentially destroyed at the end there was the hardware, right? If GLaDOS is an OS of some sort, it's a software that can really be, living anywhere so long as it's installed on something, right? And yeah, what we destroyed was pretty much like the hardware that potentiated the software, that allowed it enabled it to actually, carry out certain types of functions. And it seems like it was a science assistance AI helping out with doing research. It might have been able to automatically do research so that, just to increase efficiency, right? Because it seemed very dead set on testing us, or like experimenting with us and seeing how we were doing. And we saw that there were multiple observation rooms in all of these different trials we were doing, right? But maybe GLaDOS and the cameras just completely replaced the need for that. And oh, look, we've got our companion cube with us too. That's so nice. But so maybe that's part of why GLaDOS kind of took over. Maybe there was some other need for the scientists to work on something else, but they still wanted to work on this. Are we human? Is another question. GLaDOS seemed to indicate to us that we are human, but at the same time, at other lines make me think that we aren't human, and developed human-like personalities or intelligence is sort of like a mathematical error in programming. There's also, you know, how did we get where we were, right? How did we start there? Was, maybe that experience we had in the outside was actually a flashback of us getting like kidnapped from the outside world and brought into the facility for experimentation. I don't know. GLaDOS was referring to a sort of what seemed like an apocalyptic world where there are plenty of robots outside and it's a lot more hostile out there. And even Aperture wouldn't be safe for very long, despite GLaDOS attempting to protect us, it seems. Despite also trying to incinerate us. Which I still don't know why was incineration necessary, right? I know they mentioned emergency intelligence incinerator. I feel like that might be the case, right? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I guess I can see a post-apocalyptic world being somewhat feasible, especially given they might have been hinting at it with the military spending and funding with Black Mesa, or it could just be an Easter egg. I might be reading into that too much. But man, there's so many questions, right? The story, it was great and I enjoyed it, but there's so many questions and so few answers. I really want to know a lot more, and I am happy to hear that there is a Portal 2, a sequel that can, you know, hopefully elaborate on a lot of these topics. And I do intend to play it, maybe not right away, but I am looking forward to experiencing that at some point and just figuring out what's going on outside. How is GLaDOS still alive? Who are we? What happened to the world outside, right? Like, there's so many questions. And I mean, the story was really cool. Obviously touched on some really cool themes associated with AI, right? Like AI becoming like humans, AI assisting humans, AI taking over humans, AIs initially helping humans and then turning against humans. Maybe GLaDOS was programmed in order to assist humanity, and as a result decided that whatever science Aperture was doing needed to be stopped, and that's why it flooded the facility with neurotoxins. Like, what's that move about, right? Or maybe humanity was the biggest enemy to itself and thus decided to destroy humanity to save humanity. Kind of weird logic there, but that's a plot in a lot of movies at the very least too. So there could be that. They installed a morality cube. Obviously it had a sort of like primitive instinct to survive. That was the last cube we got. It had a curiosity. It had a cake baking component as well, and the morality one as well. I'm so curious as to see how it was developed, why it was developed, its original intent, and what the other people were doing at the time. But yeah, the story was really cool. I really appreciated the sort of dystopian turn it took. You start the game just going through puzzles, everything looks really clean and polished, and then you get these little cracks in the surface of that clean, polished look that you get to dig under. You see these random handprints, you see marks, you see that one little area where people had apparently, you know, camped out and tried to live for a while. There are the markings on the wall, and then you really start to get this more dark turn, which I definitely appreciate in a lot of games that I play. And I think it was really well done. It definitely felt rushed at the end, but for a game that's only a few hours long, they really managed to pack a lot of really cool story and a lot of really cool puzzles. I haven't even talked about the gameplay yet, right? The puzzles are really neat, really innovative in my opinion, really make you think about your surroundings in a new manner. And it was really fun to figure them out. None of them were really too crazily, challenging, which I think is good, right? I didn't want to be stumped for hours on end or something like that. But they were challenging enough that when I did complete them, I felt rewarded for doing so. I felt good about myself for actually getting through them. And I think that's, very crucial to a puzzle-centric game. The controls and everything felt clean. The characters seem cool. I mean, the only real character we interact with, I guess, is GLaDOS. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. There are bonus maps. I don't actually intend to play these, unfortunately, because I don't know how much I enjoyed the puzzles for sure, but I don't know if I'd want to go out of my way to try and solve a lot of those puzzles. in their own separate bonus videos or something like that. I'd much rather just move on to Portal 2, potentially. Maybe you guys can advise me on the bonus maps, and I'll listen for sure. But regardless, I had a great time with this game. Thank you so much to the patrons for suggesting I play this game and pushing me to actually play it. It's been a while since it came out, but it still definitely holds up today. And I want to thank in particular JM for actually gifting me this game, which made this whole playthrough possible. So thank you so much for that. And if you're interested in choosing a potential game for patron pick in the future, my Patreon is in the description below. You can be sure to check it out. It's $5 a month to have the patron pick tier, and you can help shape the content you see. But regardless, I hope you guys liked watching Portal. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the series in the comments below. I really want to hear what your guys' reactions were to the ending. Obviously, don't spoil Portal 2 or anything like that. But what were your guys' reactions, right? How that last fight was, on a timer that was rushed. I feel like I chanced into knocking that last sort of orb out of the sky, but otherwise I was at quite a bit of a loss as to how to get it. But I want to know what your guys' experiences were like, so please do share. And I look forward to seeing you guys in other series of mine that I do, whether it be more Danganronpa in the future, or more Portal, or whatever it is you're interested in. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.